Hi, you're watching Bames Tutorials, and this is the stage. Today I'm going to teach you the lead guitar part for the title track of Avenged Sevenfold's 7th studio album, The Stage. This lick involves a good knowledge of two-handed tapping, so before I show you how to play the lick, I'm going to quickly go over what you need to know before you're starting. Two-handed tapping is, in a nutshell, just hammering on and pulling off with either more fingers than are possible with just one hand, or over greater distances than possible with just one hand. It's a really easy way to create fast and fluid legato licks without needing to build up too much finger speed. So the song The Stage is actually in E minor, which is this chord for anyone wondering. The riff starts with the root note, the 9th fret on the G string, which is an E, up to the 2nd, and then up to, which is the 11th fret, and then up to the 16th fret. And it's played in a pattern like this. Phrase 2 is similar to that, except you raise the to the minor third. So instead of 9/11, you go 9/12, and then you tap the 17th fret like that, and it's in the same pattern. So to start off, it will go. Third phrase is a bit of a stretch. It is up to the 14th fret. So in order to do this, I've got my thumb anchoring around the 9th fret for all this nonsense. And so I'm kind of pushing my wrist towards the body of my guitar in order to stretch this far. And it's in this riff is a little bit different because it ends on this note rather than on your pinky. So it goes like. In a live video that I saw of them playing this song, Since Gates, the lead guitarist actually hits the 10th fret of the B string. So it's. Which is hard to get it to ring out properly unless you got a whole lot of distortion. I don't currently, so I prefer to just. These notes are the same, so it doesn't matter too much. Just whichever you prefer. If you can get this to ring out properly without plucking this, you have to hammer it on. If you don't want to bother trying to do that, you can go. And then from here, you slide down to 8, 11, 17, 8, 11, 17, 8, 11, 16, 8, 11, 16, 8, 11, 16, 8. So it goes like. Then it goes back to this bit. So for the second time around, most of the riff is exactly the same. You go. So for the second half of that final bar, you actually have to go in a very, very quick triplet rhythm. So, playing it slowly, it sounds like this. You can hear it's very hard to get all the notes to ring out properly. In order to get this properly, with all notes sounding the same, you might want to just practice changing from one string to the next. So you go. What you're basically doing is repeating this riff up an octave, and then you're pulling off as if you're going. So you go. Then you repeat those two notes again, and 16 down to 11, and then the riff starts again. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. If you want to see any of the individual riffs, I've got them up on screen as I play it, so you can just go back in the video and pause when you need it. And until then, if you've got any suggestions for future videos, if you've got any suggestions for how I can improve, because I'm new to this, let me know in the comment section or something. Let me know in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed it or if you learned something today. Until next time, Bames.